Hello and welcome to this video on React application that we will serve on Azure Static Web App. This is a very simple way of deploying a SPA, single page application, because with React it will create some static files. It will create this HTML, CSS, JavaScript as static files, and then this can easily be deployed in Azure Static Web App, and so simple. We'll just show you how to do that in this video. Okay, let's start in my GitHub repository, or in my GitHub. We'll create a new repository. So this new button here, new repository. And here I will just call it demo React app deploy. Yeah, something like this. Demo React app deploy. Sure. I would call it static web apps. Yeah, it became a little bit long. I will remove the default. React app deploy static web apps. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I can put it public. It's fine. And then we'll have a README. Git ignore, we can skip that. Okay, create repository. And now I have a repository. Why do I need this? I need this because I will use GitHub for deployment. So when I will link my GitHub repository, and I will link my GitHub account, and I will choose this repository so that it can find my React code and then build it and deploy it into Static Web App in Azure. So just clone this one, copy it, and then go into your terminal. Inside your terminal, navigate to where you want to be. So for me, I want to be in documents/deployments. Okay, I'll put it there, fine. And then we do git clone, and you paste in what you copied before. So you clone it in, and then this means that we have this repository. So you can either open up Visual Studio Code and file open to this repository, or you can do, if you have this command installed, and you can do code, and then you can see what it's called, React-app, and then you do a tab for autocomplete. So React app deploy static web apps. Yes, it's this one. So I open this one in Visual Studio Code. So you can see in my Visual Studio Code now, increase this one, and removing Copilot. Okay, now let's create a new terminal, and it's time to start. Okay, so take a look that you have node-v, that you have your node installed, npm-v, yes, they're installed, npx-v, it's installed as well. So if it's not, install these, so you can search, Google search on it and find them. Okay, and now let's create a React app. So npx create dash react dash app, and what should this be called? Cool React app, I'll call it. Okay, so I will pause this video now and then come back when it's finished. Yes, it's finished, and you can see here npm start to start it, and happy hacking. Cool. Okay, so let's continue now. Let's go. We have our Kulu React app. So cd into this one, Kulu React app. Cool. ls. And we will do npm start. So you need to be inside of this folder, and then you do npm start. And you can see this is our React application. Very cool. Yeah, and it's the default React application that started. So let us just change a little bit so that you can see. If you go into source, app.js, and let's just create a h1 here and say, so cool app. Okay, and then we go back to our React app, and you can see so cool app. Cool. Okay, so that is everything I want to do with this app before I'm finished. Okay, so I will just close this down, Control C. So you can see that if I click on this one, I cannot reach the web page. Good. This means that it's not open anymore. Okay, now let's push this to GitHub. So here I clear my terminal, and what I want to do is cd out git add dot git commit -n. I will push it to my main branch. And to simplify, I won't create other branches. I will just use the main branch. Okay, so I push this. Cool React app created. Or I have committed this, not pushed. So to push it, just do git like this. Now I have pushed it to GitHub. So now we can go into GitHub to check. Yes, here you can see my GitHub repository, and you can see here is my React application. And you can see, yes, this I haven't changed at all. But source, you can see app.js, and you can see here, so cool app in H1. And this is what I created. So let's move on to Azure now. So here I am in Azure. So let's create a resource, and you search for static web app. So here we have static web app, and click on this one, and I will create my static web app. Okay, so you choose here your resource group. If you don't have one already for this, you can create a new one here. And the one I will create, I will call it Cool Apple. That is quite cool. Okay, so Cool Apple. And let's do it like this. Static web app details. Enter a name for your static web app. Or actually this one I should not create. Let's see. Yeah, it maybe I've created a new. Actually, this is the resource group. So apple-rg for resource group. Okay. So yes, so I can see. Yeah, good. So cool apple-rg for resource group. And then I will call the name for this is cool apple. Okay. And for my tier, I'll choose free. So this is my free for hobby or personal projects. The standard is offering more things, but it costs. So we'll go with the free one. Deployment details, choose GitHub, and the GitHub account, you choose your own account. And here you can change account. So I have already connected to mine. Okay, so let's scroll down here. For organization, I'll choose Koksha, my own GitHub account. And then repository, I will choose here React app deploy static web apps. So I'll choose this one. Yes, so here the repository, React app deploy static web apps and branch main. Yes, I only had this branch. And then the build presets, it already detected React. That is very cool. And it detected that it's inside this application /kulu-react-app. Totally correct. And output location is build. Remember, you can create this build yourself by doing npm run build. We'll do this automatically for us when we create this one. So basically what it does is that we'll have a workflow file inside of our GitHub. So it's GitHub Actions. You'll see that. I'll show that later on. But let's click on next here. Instead of deployment token, I will have GitHub here. And then next advanced, you can choose depending on where it should be West Europe for me, closest. But this is for Azure Functions, and I'm not using that one here. So this is totally okay for me, and I will do review and create. So it takes a little bit of time. So click create, and now it's deploying. It's deployment in progress. Beautiful. Or beautiful and brutal. It's not beautiful yet. I'll show you. Go to resource. Okay, so here is the resource, and I can click on my URL. So visit your site. Click here. Congratulations on your new site. It's not showing my site yet. In the meantime, when we're waiting for my app to be deployed, let's look into my Git repository. I do the Git so that this will give me the workflows file. So this is GitHub Actions basically. So here you have this YAML file. You see this created by Azure Static Web Apps. So here there's a lot of things that make it possible to create this React app and then deploy this React app when there's a push to main, basically. Okay, so I won't go through this one. Now I'm in the browser and let's click on this URL. Yes, it's a little bit weird. It's Orange Ocean, blah, blah, blah. But click on this one. And yes, so cool app. And you may have noticed one thing. AP, not APP. Why is that? That is because I'll show you here. Back in Visual Studio Code, I changed it to AP, and then CI/CD were kicking in thanks to this workflows here. So this GitHub Actions, what it does is that it will automatically build and deploy it. So what I did is that I pushed, while waiting before, I tried it and pushed a new change. So I just pushed it by changing ape. And we can change it like this cool app. Okay? So if I save this one and I will do git add dot git commit -m changed app. Okay, git put. So now it deploys. So we go back to the browser and I will close down this one. So here I am in my browser in GitHub. So take a look into actions here. So when you push 2 minutes ago, so I call it changed app. So you go into here and you can see what happens. It has built and deployed the job. So we have CI/CD, right? And then you can take a look into the React app. So this is called Cool App now. So that is really cool. So it will deploy it automatically whenever you push it to main. So now you have CI/CD. So this was super cool. We have created our React application. We have pushed it up to GitHub, and then we have created a static web app in Azure. This resource we have connected to our GitHub, to the main branch of our repository. And then we saw that it created a workflow file for GitHub Actions. So then we changed our React app a little bit and we saw that it deployed a new application. And so it's super cool. And you can see that it's very simple to work in this way in Azure with static web apps if you are working with modern front-end frameworks such as React. And if you want, you can connect to the backend via, for example, Azure Functions, so serverless computing. And then you could have a backend that is serverless and connected to this front end. So it's quite neat to do. But thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one. Bye.